credit cards here, and that's actually to your advantage. It's usually easier to make a good deal with cash.
The last time Adam and Jamie were here, they bought a fuselage and extra windshields for just $324.25. Why? So they could fire dead chickens at it. What else?
We are arming the chicken cannon.
3, 2, 1.
The chickens flew, but the myth crashed when the guys realized that their windshields weren't Bird Strike certified.
Where's the chicken?
Dead chickens are cheap and cheery regulars on Mythbusters. They starred once more in microwave madness.
This is right up there with one of the weirder things that we've had to do. Trying to put a dead chicken in a tanning booth. Hello?
They busted the myth that people can be cooked from the inside on a tanning bed. A good example of how dead animals can be used to test a human myth.
We can't test everything on ourselves, and meat has become more and more a part of the show. Everyone knows where to get chickens, but when we want to fire a machine gun into a full side of beef, or tattoo some pigskin, or even fill a stomach full of Pop Rocks and soda, we come to a place like Golden Gate Meats. They become one of our regular suppliers on the show. Have you supplied pigs for any other television shows besides ours?
Not to shoot. No.
What's the weirdest use you've ever had one of your pieces of meat put to?
I think you guys top out on that one.
That's what I like to hear.
In one myth, Golden Gate Meats supplied 4 whole pigs so the Mythbusters could measure the kinetic energy of a speeding bullet. Wow. The pigs weighed in at a total of 670 pounds and cost $1,125. Gross.
Yes, perfect.
Really gross.
Now that people have seen the show, when we call them up and we say we're Mythbusters and we want a side of beef, they know we're going to do something strange to it. But at first, we got a lot of very curious responses like, you want to do what? With what?
I'm trying to locate a pig's stomach. A pig's stomach. Should we continue further?
Probably one of the most difficult things we ever had to find was actually a full pig's stomach for Pop Rocks and soda.
They needed one to understudy for a human stomach.
Does it have like the esophagus and the intestines attached at all?
It turns out that they prep them so fast out of the slaughterhouse that they're usually cut in half. In fact, the guy said to me that it was like a bathing cap.
Like a swimming cap. A very, very meaty swimming cap.
So we actually had to go all the way out to Modesto to find a place that would leave the esophageal tube and the intestinal tube attached so that we could actually get a real stomach in our test.
Well, I think we should just get a real pig and feed him. That'd be kind of fun to watch. See what a pig does when you feed him a bunch of this.
See, again, there goes your lack of political understanding. We could raise so much hell with that.
It's better to kill the pig first and then give it to him?
Absolutely.
Okay.
People are much more comfortable with that arrangement.
They finally found the guts to test the myth with 4 pig stomachs at $20 apiece.
It's actually becoming a reality.
Back at base, the guys had a gas making the belly burst.
Well, that's pretty impressive.
Oh, there goes a burp. Dude, your stomach's gonna burst.
That's huge. That's like 3 times the size of what it was.
Okay.
Oh! The other great thing about vendors like Golden Gate Meats is that we can send Carrie. Her response is always going to make good television because she is visibly and clearly sickened by the entire process.
Whoa. Whoa. Hey, look, it still has little hairs on it.
Oh, yeah!
Can't believe they got a spine with the meat on it. This is disgusting. I love that you love to bring me here.
It's always taking us past our point of comfort that makes the best television. You know, I'm not a vegetarian. I'm an omnivore. I eat lots of meat and love it. I don't have a problem with almost everything we do with meat. I didn't like cleaning up the stinky car. I mean, but that wasn't meat. That was more like a hairy, bony pudding, let's say.
The baking tin came in the shape of a second-hand Corvette, bought for $6,000 off an unsuspecting enthusiast. But as the money changed hands, he almost changed his mind.
Oh, really? You want to tell him?
Oh, we have waiting eagerly for this car, a recently dead pig that we're going to put in there and let it sit for about maybe a month or two. And I wondered what you feel about that.
Well, not real happy, to tell you the truth. I mean, because it's a really nice car.
Not for long it wasn't. The guys wanted to see if they could leave a corpse to rot, clean the car, then resell it. Strictly speaking, they should have used dead humans, but they are notoriously difficult to buy, so they plumped for pigs.
We really wanted to find pigs that had died of natural causes. We didn't want to have to kill them for the show. And we had to go to some fairly specialized people in Hollywood who actually specifically deal in animals that died of natural causes.
Specifically, they headed for Bischoff's, taxidermists of stage and screen, where deceased animals of every stripe are stuffed and turned into stars.
Have our jaguars and our leopards here, and our whole bird area. Some of our favorite stuff is our stand-ins, like this little guy over here, one of our stars you might recognize from one of the movies. Our little pug. This was Men in Black 2.
In this case, Adam and Jamie were keen to interrupt the taxidermy process. The stinky car myth called for the whole hog.
We have scary for the whole pig. That means the guts, the animal, everything that a pig naturally dies with. Because as it turns out, it's not all that easy to get a hold of that through like a butcher or other things. We want to replicate what a human would be like if that person died in a car.
That's what they wanted.
Oh, yeah.
And for $709.50, that's exactly what they got.
Stop. Oh, man.
The two decomposed pigs had oozed into the very fabric of the vehicle.
Oh, it's disintegrating.
Now, Adam and Jamie had to remove the carnage and sell the car.
The smell even from over here is horrifying.
The gruesome job tested the Mythbusters to the limit, but after a day of forensic scrubbing, they were ready to re-enter the used car market. This time as sellers. The first two prospective buyers turned up their noses and turned down the stinky Corvette. But customer number 3 was made of stronger stuff, and remarkably, he handed over $2,000. Myth busted.
You're going to help me change the world, Mr. Cole.
About 4 years from now, most of the human race is going to be wiped out by a plague.
Time is cruel, Mr. Cole. You're risking everything.
Do a minute if I have to.
Take up a new great value bundle with Telstra Air, and you can use your home broadband data at thousands of hotspots across the country. A bundle with Telstra Air is how.
Just a good one, please. We've only got one take of this. Okay, folks, stand by to roll. Okay, everyone, let's have some fun. And action!
At Allianz, we know how much your home matters.
Archie! Archie?
If you take out a new Allianz combined building and contents policy, you'll get 12 months emergency home assistance to connect you with tradies for help with 10 common emergencies around the home. Allianz Home Insurance. Because it matters.
Out here, you can keep it clean or just